wasn't an illusion. Something that was real. Something that they could see and touch. Creation is an act of sheer will. Life will find a way.
We can't keep her here forever.
They find her, we're never gonna see her again. We gotta protect her, that's our job.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
We're racing toward the extinction of our species. We not only lack dominion over nature, we're subordinate to it.
Come back.
I always come back.
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
Don't move. Bigger. Why do they always have to go bigger?
Hey guys, Jacob here from Jacob is Jurassic, and welcome back to another video where today we will be doing a Jurassic World Dominion review. Now, I'm very sorry for not uploading the past 4 or 5 weeks. What is it? I'm really not sure anymore. Yeah, but I've just been quite dry on ideas, and yeah. So recently, me and my friend went to watch Jurassic World Dominion yesterday in the cinema. And I was going to do this video yesterday, but we didn't have time because like sleepover and all that. But yes, so we have our special guest right here, right now, and introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Nathan and I'm excited to be here.
This
yes,
is
so
Nathan's first time on the channel, so please give
sorry
him
if
a
I
warm
missed it.
welcome.
Hi, yeah. So we are going to be reviewing Jurassic World
a
Dominion.
bunch of different things like old characters, new characters,
what we thought of the dinos, what we thought of the plot line,
and what we could do to make it better, and what we liked about the movie.
and then at the end, the
yeah,
rating out of 10.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off with the old characters. So for this one, I think Maisie is our first character. She sounded a lot older than she did in Fallen Kingdom, and so what do you think of Maisie?
She was grumpier, definitely a lot more frustrated. Because she's been cooped up for 3 years.
But then later in the movie, it does reveal that she wasn't a clone. She was her mum's experiment. Well, not really her experiment. Like she could basically save the world if
she made her with herself.
Yeah. So basically, a human produced asexually. Now, Alan Grant. What about him?
He was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think he was funnier than he was in the
Yeah,
old movies.
Yeah, it was quite funny. He definitely looked quite a bit different. But yeah, now about our next one is Owen. So
Still, one way to describe
Owen's
he's still Owen. He's still
Owen is Owen. Like, it's classic Owen. And then our next character is Lewis Dotson. And a lot of you might be like, if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. All of this will be so many spoilers, so don't. But go watch it. So, Lewis Dotson.
He is the guy from Jurassic Park. In
The guy who gives Dennis Nedry
the can to store the DNA samples in.
Yeah, so that's Dotson.
He looks so much older.
Very old.
So much older.
Got like grey hair and everything. But he played quite a good role, and he dies the same way as Dennis Nedry, with the Dilophosaurus spitting in his face,
which is quite
then
typical,
eating him.
Really.
Yeah, so.
And he drops the can.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah. He dropped the yeah. That's the thing that I didn't really like about this movie. He just all of a sudden had the can in his hand. Like, they never said, oh, did he go back on the island?
He did pick it up though.
When?
He did pick it up from a shelf. But I don't know how he got it onto that shelf.
Yeah. Like, how did they get it back from the island? But still, anyway. So our next character is Ian Malcolm. Classic Ian Malcolm, like, he pretends to be on Biosyn's side, but actually isn't, and what is working against him.
Still, he tries to distract a dinosaur, and this time succeeds to distract a dinosaur from eating his friends, which is good.
And next we have Claire Dearing. Now, we all know Claire Dearing. She's Claire.
She's got a bit more tough.
Yeah, she is a bit more tough.
Kidnapping dinos. I mean,
yeah.
Saving dinos from a
warehouse. Yeah, that is how the movie starts. Like, they're kidnapping dinos, Franklin.
Not kidnapping, saving.
Yeah, kidnapping from kidnappers.
Yes, kidnapping from kidnappers.
Okay, so Ellie Sattler afterwards. She still looks quite young, seeing as she's like 60 years old now, maybe like 50. I'm not sure, but she is quite old. Yeah, but she's still got like full yellow hair. I'm not sure if she's dyed it, but. She does look quite young. She still plays the same role, like, of Ellie Sattler, and yeah, she's just overall a very good actor.
She's the one that convinces Alan Grant to come along.
Good. So. But then afterwards we have Zia, which we all know Zia. She's like
medic,
the girl veterinationist. Yeah, sure. She's Zia. She's thinks she's super smart. She doesn't play a big role in the movie, but
she doesn't play a huge role. She's in the first scene. I think that's it.
She's in like one other.
I think she's in 2 scenes. The first scene where they're saving dinosaurs.
Franklin does play a big. Okay, yeah. Our next character to review is Franklin. He does play quite a big part as telling Owen and Claire where the baddies took Maisie. Yeah, so he plays quite a big role in that, risking his newfound job. And yeah, afterwards we have Barry. I think everybody loved to see Barry. Like, did you love to see Barry? It was a true treat. A true treasure trove.
Good to see Barry again.
See Barry. Like, I last time we saw him, he was in a log with a gun, and nobody else knew about him. So, yeah. Okay. And our next character is Dr. Wu, and Dr. Wu, he's Dr. Wu. Right? I don't know how he survived being stabbed in the neck.
He's complicated.
He was stabbed in the neck, like right in the bone with an injection, like sleep needle. And
he's got better. He realises what he's done, but he has helped with a lot of what the plot line is.
He helped create the locust,
which is what we will explain.
We'll get onto
more
the locust
later.
In a bit. But now we've covered all the old main characters. Now we're gonna go on to the new characters. Oh, also one more old character, Blue. Blue was
wonderful.
I know. He's
Blue
not
wasn't
really
actually in that many scenes.
Yeah, Blue was like there to protect his baby Beta, which is one of the new characters. So, sorry. Thank you, Nathan. Nathan has just gladly pointed out to me that Blue is actually a girl. I forgot. So she's just there to protect her baby. But and then we have so the baby's called Beta. It's very cute. They kidnap Beta with Maisie because why not? And they want to study Beta's stuff because Blue was able to asexually produce. So
like Maisie's mother.
Yeah. So and then for our next new character is Kayla Watts. I really liked Kayla. I think she played a great part in the movie, like actually helping them when you did nothing. But I like how at the very end of the movie, after everything's done, she's just like, well, you all owe me a plane and all that. So then we have Ramsey, very good. Like he kept on pretending to be on.
He's the one that told Dr. Wu what biosim was doing.
I'm gonna call Dotson. I'm gonna call him Steve Jobs now. I don't know why. He just kept looking like some kind of Apple owner or something. But yeah, so Ramsey keeps trying to be on Steve Jobs' side, and I don't know. It's really good that he betrays, and it's really cool. So and then we got Denise. Denise was good. I think she's the girl in the white dress who actually steals all the information and commands the Troceraptors, was it?
No, I think she was the person who Kayla talks to in the office in front of Dodgson.
Well, there's multiple people that it could be, but we're not sure who each character is. But both of them characters are both good.
I mean, we only saw it yesterday.
Yeah. We've only seen it once, but Charlotte. Yeah, only once, but Charlotte. Charlotte is Maisie's mum, and she played a very key part in explaining exactly how Maisie was made. She isn't a clone. She's just an experiment made by her mum, which her mum had a bunch of diseases and all that. So Maisie was connected.
Charlotte was one of the people that worked on Isla Sorna before he got run down.
So Charlotte, basically, they show videos of her growing up. Charlotte turns. I mean, the child actor of Charlotte is literally Maisie.
Yes.
That is what
It is just Maisie because it is supposed to make her think that she is a clone.
I think Maisie's real name in real life is Isabella Sermon. I think.
Yeah, that's Seaman.
Seaman. No, it's not Seaman. No, it's Sermon. Can't say that. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, no, it's definitely Sermon. I saw earlier. But okay. Let's just go off that topic. We could get demonetized for that. But our topic next is what we think of the dinosaurs. Now, Beta won't be in this part or Blue because we've already covered them in the old and new characters. So, the first thing we'd both like to announce is there was no Spinosaurus. In one of the first leaks for the Jurassic World Dominion, they showed a picture of the Spinosaurus roaring in a city
In front of the Golden Gate Bridge. It didn't show it.
And they have other pictures of it in front of skyscrapers, and oh my gosh, it was the perfect opportunity to get the entire Jurassic Park 3 fan base back. But no, they just couldn't be bothered to get out the robot from their garage, and yeah. So that's really disappointing. That is something that I really don't like about the movie. They just completely scrapped the idea of the Spinosaurus, and a lot of other things were scrapped for this movie. It was very broad in a way. But next we have the T-Rex. So the Rexy, wonderful. In one of the final scenes, the Giganotosaurus actually tries to kill Rexy, and she lies down on the ground for about 5 minutes. The Giganotosaurus thinks she's dead, and me and Nathan were getting quite emotional in cinema yesterday because we were like, no, she can't die. It's Rexy. No, it's yeah. And then I'm not even sure if it's the original Rexy though, because
I think it was because they said it took us 3 years to catch the T-Rex, which is how long that it had been happening for.
No,
So they
4
must
years. So it's 4 years from 2018 to 2022.
Yeah.
So and then we have the Parasaurolophus. Didn't play a big part, but they were good. They were
They
cute.
were in the first scene with Owen when they were trying to get them to a safer place.
I thought the first scene would have had that. Well, they showed a promo of that one of like Controvero's son actually in the cinema, but at the very start of that promo, it was only available at Fast and Furious 9, I think it was, or 7, something like that. But yeah, you can only see it there.
Extinction, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was called Extinction. No, it wasn't. Not back then. It was like Extinction in the first year, like 2019. But yeah. So then we have the Mosasaurus.
Didn't play a crucial role. It was just
it was cool.
and at the end.
Yeah, it was just to emphasise the point of we can live with dinosaurs because yes. Yeah. And then the Giganotosaurus King champ. I honestly think they absolutely replaced the Spinosaurus with the Giganotosaurus. I think if Jurassic World had chosen to do so, they would have. I honestly believe that they replaced the Spino with the Giganotosaurus. Like this one. Okay, so the Giganotosaurus a big champ, very big. Got a bunch of like spikes on its back, and I just really like the design.
Took a deer away from Rexy, which is sad.
Yeah.
And then there's the Therizinosaurus, the one with long claws.
Yeah, that one was really cool. Like it even though it's a herbivore, it like slashed through the goat and like knocked it to the side. It hunted Claire, like nearly killed her. Claire was like
Underneath the water.
And
It's actually the one that killed the Giganotosaurus because Rexy pushes the Giganotosaurus straight into the Therizinosaurus's claws.
And the claw. Some of the claws actually get stuck inside of the Giganotosaurus's body, and yeah, but it was a good team effort. And as usual, the Fiennas. You say the name. Oh yeah.
Therizinosaurus.
Yeah, Phenazenosaurus or whatever, like and the T-Rex both like part ways, they don't fight or anything.
Yeah. Then this one isn't technically a dinosaur, but
it's a flying reptile, but
yes, it's a prehistoric flying reptile.
And the only major flying reptile in the movie, the
Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah.
Takes down Kayla's plane, and that's why she says that everyone literally owes her a plane for doing what she did.
Yeah. But she eventually does get a free plane.
And she spray paints too on it.
Yeah, but the Quetzalcoatlus, I really like it. I got the Lego minifigure downstairs.
Really cool design.
Yeah. And it's like as big as the plane, that's really big. Now, after we've done all the dinos, I think we have to get on to
what we thought
the
the
plot line. Yeah. So, Nathan, I'll start off you talking about the plot line. So, yeah, go ahead.
It was kind of basic. So, pretty much, it's really not what we expected and kind of messed up because all it was just literally one scene where loads of gigantic locusts fly out of a farm field. Do they kill 2 kids?
So, yeah, we don't know if they kill the kids or not, but the plot,
it doesn't show them again.
The plot was very basic, and it felt kind of pointless. Like they were trying to extend something which could have ended at Fallen Kingdom. Yeah, Fallen Kingdom. Even if Fallen Kingdom was the ending, I wouldn't have liked it, but it would have been a good ending. Like Dominion felt like they were just trying to grab a little bit more, like Universal was trying to.
Not too straightforward, just doing it because.
What I personally would have said is it could have been that whole Dominion could have been actually summed up
in like a 10-minute thing.
Yeah, with a 10-minute film, maybe 15-minute film, like Battle at Big Rock.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You haven't seen that? It's on Prime Video, I think. Disney Plus.
Wait, as far as I'm aware, yes. Or Sky.
If you haven't seen that, it's on one of those 3.
Yes. So it's kind of messed up. Yeah, not in like a way of like gruesome, although the movie is quite gruesome sometimes. Then we mean messed up as in a way of the start and the finish are kind of the same. Like the finish, the start, so the finish of Fallen Kingdom, the start of Dominion, and the finish of Dominion.
All the same.
Yeah, they
Pretty
all
much
feel
all
like
the
they're
same.
trying to emphasize the exact same point, which is we have to live in a world of dinos.
I felt like they were kind of trying too hard to make it good, and they just ended up making it worse.
It doesn't feel like it should have been an ending. It feels a bit pointless, and yeah. The next thing we want to discuss is what could we do to make it better. And so we have the idea of an entirely new plot, like nothing to do with the locusts. Maybe just a teeny little bit of locusts, just as a little thing like the Triceratops flipping over the car. But like explain the locusts more and center the movie around something more meaningful. But our new
like
plot,
transporting the dinosaurs to a good sanctuary, unlike Bison, and
but
like the Sanctuary Island that they mentioned in
Fallen Kingdom, that sanctuary would have been perfect. And Lockwood himself actually says, I own an island, like he owns the sanctuary already. So it is there for them to put the dinos onto, but they just haven't chosen to. And I feel like that would have been a much better ending and would be more reasonable because everybody could have just gotten back to their normal lives instead of just having to live it. Oh, look out the window, there's just a pterodactyl about to fly and eat my dog. Wow. But yeah, also another major thing that we really wanted to have it is to include the Spinosaurus. We just want the Spino. Like out of every single poster and thing that it said.
So much, and we got so excited about it, and then it just wasn't there.
Everyone was like, oh my gosh, from Jurassic Park 3, it's finally back. No, it's not. It's not finally back. But
then again, that might be because it was it was in the Camp Cretaceous place, Manticore Island. But they could easily just make another one.
Yeah, we'll get on to that in a minute about Camp Cretaceous and all that stuff. Okay, so now we got what did we like about the movie. So I really did like the movie. I felt it was fun.
It was fun.
Very action. Yeah, very action. Like the sound was blasting out in my ears, nearly breaking it. Like, and I can't even imagine what it's like in SeaWorld 4DX, because then you'd be moving about and like there was so many gunshots and being chased by raptors with very close calls, and it was just so nice, so good to see.
At points, it really felt like you were actually in the scene with the actors.
Like they came up so close to the screen, and we were in IMAX watching it, so it was
the sound was
right
literally booming around you, and it felt like it was literally surrounding you.
You know, at some point there were claps. Well, in some points in the movie, people were clapping for stuff. I can't remember what, but they were coming like from all the different speakers' directions, and for a second I actually thought to myself, is that people in the theatre clapping, or is that the movie? And like same for some water. I swear, like there was some water like dripping down. I was like, wait, where's that coming from?
I think that was the fire factory, but I'm not sure that could have been.
Yeah, maybe.
Another thing about the plotline, the locusts caught fire, and then just got more overpowered. They survived for like another hour, and then they'll just
they still managed to fly. It's like burning up these crisp. Like their wings are basically thin pieces of paper or plastic, and they basically could have. And in real life they should have just burned up like crisp, like just burned up. But yeah. Anyways, back to what we did like about the movie. The Giganotosaurus's death. Oh my gosh,
that scene.
So good.
That was my
very
favourite
cool
scene in the film.
There's great new characters, and most importantly, lots of cliffhangers. When there's lots of cliffhangers, not only mini ones though. So is Owen gonna make it onto the boat? And onto the plane. And I even thought to myself,
will they survive the plane crash?
Yeah, I actually got really worried. Like, oh no, Owen can't die. And I do think it was a bit unrealistic. They crashed into the ice, and yeah. So now we're gonna go to our rating out of 10 before we do the final topic. And Nathan, why don't you go first?
I thought it was really fun, really action-packed, but there were some things that were just slightly basic and a bit messed up about it. So I went for an 8.7.
Yeah, so same with Nathan and me, but I most really enjoyed pretty much every part of the movie, but I feel like I could have enjoyed it a bit more if there was another plot of transporting them to a good sanctuary. So I'm going to go for an 8.5 out of 10. So our next topic, and our probably last topic for this review, is what will happen after Dominion? What is the future of Camp Cretaceous? Like, what will tie in and everything? What do we know that will happen? So far, I think all we know that's happening after is we've got Camp Cretaceous Season 5 coming out.
Which
and
is pretty much about Manticore going down, as far as we know.
Yeah, which is canon, the storyline. Hopefully, it explains why the Spinosaurus wasn't in the Dominion.
Maybe it died or something on the island. Maybe it got treated badly. We don't know.
Like, some of the things that we might have thought were bad in Dominion, they might have all been because of Camp Cretaceous, and we've just got to wait until Season 5 comes out. But that is really exciting. And then we've got the interactive special, which will be a Netflix kind of video game interactive special where you'll be hunting for some secret food, and on the way find out some secrets about Jurassic World.
A bit like You vs. Wild,
yeah,
the Bear Grylls one.
But the thing is, none of that will be canon. Like, no matter what you do,
that'll just be a bonus.
It's just, why not? And that's as far as I know on what's going to be happening after Dominion. Nathan, do you know any more?
I don't. They might have like short 10-minute clips about what happens after Dominion. Just like after the actual film, just short little clips, like maybe Maisie doing something stupid again.
They're not gonna just stop.
They're not gonna
entirely. There's gonna be another animated series probably, or something.
Maybe a new Lego animation.
Number one,
like
you've got the Jurassic World YouTube channel. They can't just constantly always be uploading old clips and all that. Like, they're gonna come back. If there's one thing we can confirm, Jurassic World is gonna come back with something else in the future.
Maybe they'll do like another Lego animation, like Legend of Isla Nublar.
Yeah, although I'm not personally a big fan of Legend of Isla Nublar. I'm more a fan of things that are like canon and all that.
Yeah.
Because canon just reveals way more to the franchise. And yeah, well, anything else that we have to say, or?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, well, thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for being in this video, Nathan. And also one more thing. Shout out to Super Saiyan, because he was just in the cinema directly behind us, like 3 rows behind us. We didn't realise
until we got out of the cinema and we were waiting for our parents.
Yeah, he was just there, so that was pretty cool. But
shout out to him.
So we got a couple seconds left of the video, but thank you everyone for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.
Something that was real. Something that they could see and touch. Creation is an act of sheer will. Life will find a way.
We can't keep her here forever.
They find her, we're never going to see her again. We got to protect her. That's our job.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
We're racing toward the extinction of our species.